What is up, everyone? My name is PJ Roberts, manager of GVO. And this week, I have the insanely talented Nick Froelich with me today. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be here.
If you went to school, where did you go? What did you study? What hometown do you rep? Let the good people know.
I was born and raised in Wisconsin, a small town called Port Washington. I actually went to college at the University of Michigan for music. I was an SMTD student and I focused on music technology and the recording arts.
You were also in an a cappella group in college, similar to me. What was that experience like?
So a cappella was actually a huge part of my life. I was in a high school group and I attended a summer camp called A Cappella Academy that was huge for getting me into music and like making sure that I knew what I wanted to do when I knew I wanted to study music. I joined the group, the G-Men, which Marty and George were also in. And I ended up having the opportunity to be the music director of the group. I ran all of the rehearsals. I arranged a lot of the music. It was definitely a huge part of my college experience.
All right, Alice, let's go. Flat. It's so flat. I didn't even know. You don't even look good while you're singing. The worst thing I've ever heard. This is $1,200 a week for voice lessons, and this is what I get?
I feel like a lot of people might not know, especially based on the last two projects, but you had a huge deal to do with it, production-wise, and also with your piano skills. Along that vein, how long have you been playing piano? How long has music been like an integral part of your life?
I have been playing piano ever since I was in kindergarten, actually. My parents wanted to put my brother and I in music lessons, and my brother knew I want to play guitar, like that's what I want to do. So I felt like I need to be like my brother, like I need to like know exactly which instrument I want to play. So I said to my parents, I want to play the piano, and I've played ever since.
Another question for you. In terms of your musicality and stuff, what made you want to go into music? You brought up getting into piano lessons when you were really young, but were there any artists or bands or anything that inspired you that made you want to go into music?
My influences have kind of varied throughout my life. From a young age, like the first album I ever bought on iTunes for my little iPod Shuffle, iPod Nano, was the Revolver by the Beatles. Just being exposed to like great songwriting from a young age was something that really elevated my passion for like writing music and composing it. Yeah, I really like things that are like different and innovative and kind of like make you think while you're listening to it. So anyone that is doing something innovative.
What would your hip hop Mount Rushmore be? This could be all time, current, whichever one you want to go with. Just curious about that.
Yeah. I'm a big hip hop fan. I'm very partial to like some of the old school artists. When I was in high school, I really liked old school hip hop. So my first two might have to be Tupac and Nas, because they had a lot of really great records. I think if I had to go with my two like kind of more modern artists, but they're still kind of pioneers, there'd be Jay-Z and Kanye.
Do you find that your influence of, really great writers like the Beatles and Frank Ocean, plus also your love for hip hop, do you feel like that kind of all infuses into what you are now as an artist and how you go forward and make music?
Yeah, I think that loving a lot of different genres and like kind of being in a lot of different music scenes has kind of made me more experimental and like open to evolving my sound and trying different things. I feel like being exposed to so many different genres throughout my life has made me more open to trying different things. And like GVO is completely different than the other two projects that I've done as well, like being able to work with rappers and stuff. So I'm just very open to working with anybody, and like if it's good, I appreciate it.
That's really dope. So what's the name of your new single that's dropping?
It's called Rain, and it is the first single of a 9-track album, which is called Fire Escape.
So that kind of segues really well into this next question. With you releasing your own original music, with you working with GVO, perfect world, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or where do you want to be in 5 years? Perfect world, everything going the way you want it to.
As much as I love like being an artist, I want to like kind of make a career for myself in the behind the scenes area of music, writing for others, and like kind of getting into the recording industry as a sound engineer as well. That's where I really like to be with my career. That doesn't mean I don't want to evolve myself as an artist. In the next 5 years, I want to try to keep writing music and sort of refine my sound as an artist, and continue to release music. So kind of getting the best of both worlds, exercising my creative side, continuing to release albums, continuing to play and keep up my songwriting and piano, but having a career based in like the behind the scenes area of music would be really dope.
So if you want to shout out your socials real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Instagram for my art is Nick Froelich Music. Froelich spelled Froelich. If you don't know that, but a lot of people mess up my last name. It's cool.
If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
But Nick Froelich Music on Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you so much for a great interview, Nick. This has been another episode of Get to Know GVO. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.
Peace out.